the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, this is a team that is reeling a bit. Hoping to start the year strong, they've had trouble communicating on both ends of the floor. Very little cohesion. They're hoping to pull things together tonight to try and turn the tide. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny is saying,
am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
said something. All right, anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend.
Oh, thanks, Shaq. Now, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
It's home to the Alamo and the Spurs, San Antonio, Texas, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the AT&TCenter. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. You look at the Magic. Some doubts forming early for these guys. They've gone 0-4 to start the season. They need a win, fellas.
And you wondered coming into the season if this team might have some issues, and that's been the case here thus far. We'll see if they can address those issues. It's a long season and find a way to turn it around.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Orlando. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. And it's Ross in at the 3 slot. Brent, we're already starting to hear some trade rumors out there. Is it ever too early to start making changes?
If you talk to any good GM, it's never too early to start thinking about how can I make this roster better.
Constant thought.
There are some times, though, and I think we've seen this through the years, where there might be a player that's on the roster that, whether there's a coaching change or his approach to the season, maybe it's a contract year and mentally he's not really where he needs to be, that sometimes teams examine that and think, we might need to remove this now in order for us to get where we need to go. And that might be some of the reasons why, Kevin, we're hearing some names this early in the season.
Exactly. Now here's Gay. He had 16 points in the win against New Orleans. Augustine against Murray. Just 5 to shoot. 3 from Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Average shooter from behind the arc, but Rudy Gay, crucial for his confidence sometimes to knock down shots like that.
Inside, Gasol with the steal. DeRozan's shot is good.
You have two things working here, the turnover and then the excellent finish.
And good job of transitioning end to end there. There was no hesitation.
The shot, no good. Nice D from Fournier. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's Fournier on the wing, looking to end the run. Rebound San Antonio. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
And Aldridge slams it in.
I don't think LaMarcus is quite as explosive as his younger years, but still has the athleticism to get up above the rim.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. Another miss by Orlando.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And last summer, after 9 terrific seasons in Toronto, DeMar DeRozan traded to San Antonio.
And guys, you have to feel for the sudden change for DeRozan. Gave Toronto some of their best years. At the same time, happy that DeRozan has gone to an organization that has proven success over the years.
And the first one drops. And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
And so he hits both.
Well, the Spurs organization has done an incredible job for so long, and Pop's consistency along with his relationship with R.C. Buford, the way that they've scoured the globe to go out and find talent. They've both done this at the highest level and are trying to be emulated by most every other team in the league.
And what's really amazing about Popovich, how well he does each aspect of each job.
Well, he's a terrific talent evaluator. He trusts the opinions of the guys who have gone out and done the scouting and the type of player and the type of character that they're going to bring in. It's a full collaborative effort. And then once they're in the fold for San Antonio, they do such a great job of developing players to fit their very intricate X's and O's schemes.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Gordon.
Well, sometimes it just takes an opportunity in the NBA, and Aaron Gordon has made the most of it. Since taking over that power forward role full-time, he has shown remarkable improvement. Plays with more confidence and aggression on offense and has transformed himself as a player.
Gordon hits both of them. And for Gordon, in his first full season as a starter, he instantly became a star in the league.
And when he was taken 4th overall, this was the type of player the team was hoping he'd become. His outside shot has improved by leaps and bounds and always plays with speed and athleticism. And now I think he's got a much more fully rounded game, which makes him dangerous.
Here's Vucevic following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Vucevic finds Fournier. No good from outside.
And right now they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far. Not an ideal start.
And they get it back. Murray, good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Augustine against Murray. Outside Fournier. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Vucevic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals.
And finished off by DeRozan.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the middle. Here's Gasol. Vucevic with the block. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That's his first foul. The Magic trail by 13. And here's Augustine. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Pau Gasol, such a capable defender, especially in terms of his body positioning. That time getting the hand in the face of his man.
And that one is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Augustine. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Vucevic. Over Gasol. Gordon trying to break loose. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Now this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
For San Antonio, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Augustine. He's perfect from the line this time. Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
Time out.
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players but former players on his team. The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA, but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
Yeah, you can credit the play calling. Nothing really fancy, just imposing their will on the inside.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Fournier. To end the cold streak, and it's good on the layup. Fournier's got his first basket of the night.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
Here's DeRozan. He picked up 39 points in their last one against New Orleans.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell, takes pride in that part of the game.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Spurs leading by 15. Outside DeRozan. Feeds it to Gasol. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Simmons with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Fournier. 6 to shoot. 13 feet away. And the shot is long.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
Gay with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game. And Simmons has got the ball here for Orlando. On the wing, Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Murray the pass to Gasol. Kicks it to DeRozan. Spurs passing it around. And stolen by Simmons. Ross with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Here's Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in. Vucevic has got 6 points.
I like the physicality there on the glass on full display. Great at hitting the boards and then capitalizing off the second chance opportunity.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And Jonathan Simmons, the explosive wing player, went undrafted but has earned a spot in the NBA after a strong couple of years in the G League. Now he's established himself as a potent offensive player.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Orlando also making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ross. And it's Grant in for Evan Fournier. Now here's Bellinelli. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Pirtle, no one around him. Nice form on the 20-footer. And the Spurs lead by 18. And for Simmons, when he was in the G League, he developed, Greg, his playmaking.
Yeah, spent some time at point guard at that level, and I think it helps him in terms of finding ways to create shots for himself. He's definitely, though, at his best when the ball is in his hands. So not so much a spot-up player, but he can create offense for a team in a hurry. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game. And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Now here's Pirtle. He picked up 12 points in their last one against New Orleans.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And Orlando making a change here. Martin's checked in. The Magic trail by 16. Grant kicks to Martin. To the left side wing. Here's Isaac. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Passes to Walker. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Shots good by Simmons.
You can blame some poor defense on that play. Just a total breakdown. Got to at least contest at some point.
Walker finds Bellinelli. And here's Mills from the arc with the putback. It's good on the putback. Berton's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
The Magic trail by 15. The pass to Isaac. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Man, he's shooting the ball very well, in addition to creating for both himself and his teammates out there. On a roll.
And Jonathan Isaac making progress, but he was drafted knowing he had a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and you really shouldn't try and compare Isaac to the rest of his draft class. He's going to be on a different timeline as far as his development goes. Might take longer for him to be ready, but the payoff, man, could be huge as his ceiling is really high.
That's good from Isaac. So many modern offenses no longer rely on a point guard to initiate the play. Tell us a little bit more. Walk us through that process.
I think a lot of teams, Kevin, are getting more towards motion offenses, almost playing in a secondary break where you've either coming off a score, you're coming down the floor, the point guard gets off the ball, and with all the players moving around and with the multifaceted skill set of your small forward and your power forward who's now playing at the point, distributing the ball, setting screens, DHO. Because of that skill set, you don't really have the heavy reliance on point guard domination with the basketball, setting up every play, and being the only playmaker on the floor. Now you have 3 and sometimes 4 getting that job done.
And here's Walker. After Jaren Grant hitting the 3, the shot by Bellinelli, no good.
Yeah, defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
And it's in there.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, we were able to talk with Steve Clifford. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays, whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. He really has them focused on not letting this game turn into a shootout.
And that's the way you've got to play it against them. I mean, start trading baskets with this group, and you play right into their hands.
Well, the mindset then has to be about a physical basketball game with bodying up the bigs and not getting any free runs to the hoop. So let's see if physicality becomes a part of this one.
And Marco Bellinelli, a player who has always been able to light it up from outside.
And Belly has been on so many teams in his career, but is always a wanted commodity due to his shooting. Very quick and easy way to add outside shooting to a team. He can honestly play a long time just on how badly teams need shooting in our league.
And he makes the first. All free throws good from Bellinelli.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
The Magic trail by 14. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Simmons kicks to Isaac. Shoots over Walker. And the basket by Isaac. Isaac's got 7 points in the game. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Dishes to Bellinelli. Got it off in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Rudy Gay, he's feeling it tonight, and he's been the driving force for the San Antonio Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. DeMar DeRozan last season opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after one.
Hills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Walker in at the 3 spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now, here's Grant. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Here's Bamba. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Spurs leading by 12. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pirtle with the ball. Bamba picks him up. Augustine against Bellinelli. A beautiful reverse layup.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The Magic trail by 14. Now here's Grant. He's got 5. Pass to Augustine. The shot will not fall. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief 2-game series often end 1-1.
And Orlando has possession, following the bucket by the Spurs. And good that time.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Now here's Bellinelli. Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Mills. Over Augustine, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. We've heard Coach Steve Kerr say the power forward position, as we knew it, is disappearing. You could say that maybe about the center position, too.
I don't want to say that about the center position. What I want to tell you, Kevin, in my humble opinion, is that the center position has changed.
It's evolving.
So, yeah, I don't want to say that it's just disappeared, because there are players out there that are playing that position and doing a lot of the things that you would qualify as center-centric, screening, going down to the block, rim running to the post, being an option down low. But it's definitely changed.
But now we're seeing him go out and defend smaller guys in the perimeter, taking threes, and that's what's weird for your eyes to just kind of absorb what's going on.
Well, it's weird to absorb not only that and what those players individually are asked to do, but when you're at a game and you're sitting in the stands and all of a sudden you see 5 guys that are outside the 3-point line. I mean, go back to a game in the 80s. It's the exact opposite. It was like, you know, a bunch of ants on top of a lost candy bar sitting in the lane, gnawing at one another.
Right.
It's just changed. So the center position, not disappeared, just changed.
Gay passes to Murray. Right side, Gasol puts up a 3. Fournier pulls it down. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. They trail by 16. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's DeRozan. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
For Orlando, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Over Murray. And it's Orlando with another. Here's Murray. Pass to Gasol. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's 13 points for DeMar DeRozan. At the elbow, it's Bamba. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Now here's Murray. Outside DeRozan. Kicks it to Aldridge. Here's the dish to Murray. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Murray's got 6.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time for a miscue.
Yeah, they may have some ants in the pants right here. You just have to take what the defense gives you.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Murray against Augustine. Outside DeRozan. Passes it to Aldridge. And it's blocked by Gordon. Now Augustine. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Offline from the top of the key.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Here's Augustine following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And Gasol gets it to go.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And Augustine kicks to Fournier. The pass to Gordon. Clock at 6. Lob pass to Gordon. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Trying his luck deep. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Aldridge. DeRozan's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Spurs. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Aldridge against Gordon. Back to Fournier. Will it go? Another miss by Orlando. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time, and it's difficult to do even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. DA, thank you. Here's Murray after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Releases from 15, and he can't bank that one in. And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Augustine passes to Gordon. Back to Augustine. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. DeRozan finds Aldridge. And here's Gay outside. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fournier passes to Augustine. Down low. And stolen by Aldridge. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 5 assists tonight.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean. Then he's off to the races.
And a good decision on the move. Too often we see teams have this kind of opportunity and fail to convert.
Here's DeRozan. He's got 18. Pass to Gasol. From deep. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Augustine looking around. At the elbow, Vucevic. Over Gasol. Again, the Magic score.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gasol. Davis Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Walker's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Mills in for Murray. Then for the Magic, Isaac's checked in for Terrence Ross. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine. Now here's DeRozan. And Walker kicks to DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Grant the pass to Isaac. Lob pass to Gordon. That one doesn't drop. So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on a scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better. Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
Grant kicks to Isaac. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. And it's Vucevic in the corner. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Jarrell Martin's checked in for Gordon. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Here's Mills. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Mills. 20 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Grant finds Martin. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Simmons. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Simmons got 5.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Now here's Walker. He's covered by Isaac. DeRozan passes to Bertans. Over Simmons. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Grant surveying the D. Fires the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 8. And so it's San Antonio sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 20 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
I love how they opened the game up. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Orlando?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
A time-lapse view of the Friendship Torch and all the activity around it as we take you back here to downtown San Antonio. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Yeah, you know, you don't think of him as a big-time playmaker, but over the first 2 quarters, that's exactly what he was.
Moving the basketball and making the extra pass, making the defense work harder to stop them. Nice offense there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And San Antonio has possession. Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. And it's Augustine in at the 1 spot. Aldridge's shot is good.
Such a threat to score from mid-range, but on the inside can do some damage as well.
Augustine against Murray. Augustine dishes to Ross. Softly drops in the floater. Ross has got his second basket of the night.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
To the inside. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. The Magic shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Back to Augustine. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
You just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble.
Spurs leading by 20. Outside DeRozan. He dishes it to Gasol. He gets it in there. Gasol's got 8.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Augustine against Murray. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. And it's good for 2.
Man, sharp here to start the half. That's 3 in a row.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. I mean, he always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
Over to the wing. The wide open look here for Vucevic. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Gay finds Aldridge. Over Gordon. Shoots it up. And it's San Antonio with another.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Pau Gasol, not the same player Brent he once was, but he still knows how to get the job done.
Yeah, 2001 is when it is that Pau Gasol came into the NBA as a very slightly built Spaniard for the Memphis Grizzlies, but the skill was on display from the very start. He's had a Hall of Fame career, a two-time champion, and one of the best and most skilled players to play that position in the last 20 years.
And the basket by Gordon.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Murray surveying the D. He feeds it to Gasol. That one, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
And checking out the stats for Aldridge. Great showing for him last season. He was around 23 points a game last year, 8 rebounds and 2 assists. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy, all elements right now working together, and the game is coming so easy right now.
Shot from 12, and he overshot that one, missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Back to Bellinelli. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Bellinelli's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Murray against Augustine. Bamba passes to Fournier. Shot, high post, buries the jump shot. Fournier's got 4 points in the quarter.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Houston Rockets.
And for that game against the Kings, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Now, here's Bamba. He's got 6. Here's Gordon. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. Gay kicks to Gasol. Over Bamba. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Here's Ross, and he drops it in from the low post. Ross has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Spurs leading by 22. Murray, the pass to Gasol. Here's Murray. He's got 10. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Nice D from Fournier. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hits the 3-point bomb. Augustine's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Magic. The Spurs have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the 3rd. Pass to Gasol. And it's D.J. Augustine with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Pirtle, he's checked in for Pau Gasol. The Magic also changing it up. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Ross. And Jonathan Simmons subbed in for Augustine. Pirtle, the pass to Aldridge. Stolen by Bamba. And here's the fast break for the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down. Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Here's Fournier. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Fournier's got 8 points in the quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Murray against Simmons. The kick out to Aldridge. Over Gordon. Aldridge misses. The Magic trail by 18. Here's Isaac. And again, it's Orlando converting.
And if Isaac is hitting that shot, forget about it. It's almost impossible to guard a 6'10" guy with a quick pull-up J.
Murray, the pass to Gay. Knocked loose. Here's Bamba. It's deflected. Gay scanning before. Kicks to Bellinelli. In the corner, Murray with it. Dishes it to Aldridge. He tries for three, and it's Murray, that time on the assist by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his third assist on the night. It's Fournier on the wing. Back to Simmons. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Gay drives in. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Now, here's Fournier. He's got 10, just 5 on the clock. Over Bellinelli. Rebounded by the Spurs. Murray's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now the dish to Aldridge. To the middle. And here is Bellinelli. He's got 11. To the paint. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Isaac. 19-point game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray against Fournier. Bellinelli with it. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
That's tipped, so it's Orlando now. The Magic trail by 19. Now the feed to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean,
it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
San Antonio calls timeout. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis Bertans checks in for Aldridge. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Rudy Gay. Walker's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Mills in for Murray. The Magic also changing it up. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. Jarrell Martin comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Jaren Grant in for Fournier. A minute 42 left to play in the third. Mills passes to Bertans. Over Martin. Clock at 4. And DeRozan kicks to Bertans. Puts it up from 15. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Simmons finds Vucevic. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. Vucevic has got 14 points for the game.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Outside DeRozan. Passes it to Bertans. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. The Spurs have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. No good on that one.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
And the second free throw, good. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Grant with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. The offensive rebound. He shoots again. Chalk up 2 there. 16 points for Vucevic.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Walker in the post. He's covered by Isaac. Pirtle kicks to Mills. Outside DeRozan. And there's the pass to Walker. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Magic trail by 14, and Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Martin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 15 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Grant kicks to Vucevic.
And Pirtle is very passionate on defense. So good at throwing a hand up in the face of score.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got DeRozan. Pirtle is out there with Mills, and it's Bertinays in at the power forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Fades and shoots. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Vucevic.
And at his height, you have to like what he gives you as a shooter.
Well, when he squares up from the medium range, there's little things you could do to stop him.
Walker the pass to Mills. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And there's that quickness. Mills trying to do a better job of attacking inside these days.
And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. No good on the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Mills passes to Pirtle. It's stolen by Vucevic. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Martin dishes to Vucevic. Back to Martin. Pass to Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Grant, that's good.
Wow, credit there. Somehow finds a way to knock that one in.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. Leading by 12. Feeds to Pirtle. Back to Walker. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Grant. Knocks it loose. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Ross for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Ross has got it back down to single digits for the Magic.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game is broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Martin kicks to Ross. Again, the Magic score.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Spurs leading by 7. DeRozan bounce pass. Mills finds DeRozan. Sinks him from just inside the baseline. DeRozan's got 22 points.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
Pass to Ross. Isaac with the ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
A different look now for San Antonio. Saul comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. And a switcher also for Orlando. Augustine's checked in. Good on both.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Murray against Augustine. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now Orlando on the break. Isaac with the ball. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Vucevic.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
And that's all you can do. Just chisel away at the lead. Keep believing in what you're doing.
Gasol deciding where to go with it. Here's Bertinays. It's good. And the Spurs lead by 7.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Ross. Now here is Augustine. DeRozan defending. A three-pointer off the mark. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Walker. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 8th assist in the game. Magic have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Augustine passes to Vucevic. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. San Antonio making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Gordon comes in for Isaac, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Grant. Outside Fournier. Ross on the wing. Guarded by Walker. Clock is at 3. No good from Ross. San Antonio's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And stolen by Fournier. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Magic trail by 9. Now here is Augustine. Outside Gordon. He feeds it to Fournier. Tries again, and the layup is good.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Murray kicks to Walker. And it's D.J. Augustine with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
San Antonio making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Aldridge finds Gay. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Oh, the balance that Rudy Gay has, outstanding job at staying in control, even when getting hit.
In the corner, it's Gordon. And it's off from 3-point range. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Augustine. Vucevic with the bucket.
This guy is looking for some life preservers. He needs more help. He's playing well, but his teammates have to pick up the slack here.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio. 7-point differential. Fournier against DeRozan. Here's Gasol. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 9 assists now tonight. The Magic have gone through the 4th quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Augustine dishes to Ross. Shot clock at 6. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. DeRozan passes to Gay. No good off the back of the rim. The Magic trail by 9. Now Augustine. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Wide open shot is on the money. Spurs have gotten it done so far from the field here in the 4th, going 6 for 7. And DeRozan kicks to Aldridge. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
No doubt that last season was the best year LaMarcus has had, not just as a Spur, but maybe ever. Numbers across the board, both offensively and defensively, carrying and shouldering the load without Kawhi Leonard for just about all the season. It's pretty impressive stuff.
First free throw is good. And for Aldridge last year, Brent, a far cry from when he asked to be traded, but then had a sit down with Greg Popovich, and that seemed to straighten things out.
Yeah, there was some frustrations for him, and the only way as a player you're going to have clarity is to sit down with your coach and and hash it out, and Pop was more than willing to do that and reset some things for LaMarcus Aldridge, and they figured out a way to get through it. And it seems like whatever that clarity was, it worked out best for both parties.
Augustine against Murray. Augustine dishes to Gordon. Back to Augustine. Misses the three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Aldridge the basket on the assist from Gay. And the Spurs lead by 11.
So he's got touch, he's got size, and he's got skill. Aldridge, an elite machine, scoring the ball.
Augustine. Here's Bamba. Rejected by Gasol. Murray against Augustine. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. The Magic trail by 13. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Down low. Nice shot there by Bamba.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
Now the pass to Gasol. Gay in the corner. Misses the three.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Bamba. San Antonio with the rebound. Murray right side. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
2 shots, gentlemen.
DJ Augustine picks one up.
2. Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First free throw is good. And so Murray nails both of them. Here are the Magic now, trailing by 13. Murray against Augustine. Outside Fournier. He kicks to Ross. 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Augustine, no luck.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And it's DeRozan missing. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 13-point game. Ross with room to shoot. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And Murray, here we go. Aldridge can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 11. They get a hand on it, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him. Doubled by Murray. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Spurs with possession here. To the middle. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
The Magic trail by 11. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. So it's the Spurs now. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Pass to DeRozan. Runs over Fournier. That's tipped. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. And that'll be his third foul so far. Well, Orlando shooting at a 46% clip in the fourth quarter. Here's Gordon.
You know, the most outstanding quality for Aldridge defensively is his versatility. He's one of those rare bigs who...
Look at that.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, yes. That's for sure. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Goes up to the stripe. Offensive rebound. Nice shot there by Bamba.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Augustine with the steal. He dishes it to Gordon. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft, Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
Good on both. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 11. 56 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan player of the game.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. Augustine from outside. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
DeRozan. Nice D from Fournier.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Here's Murray. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable. We're making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, you know, even if it's on the defensive end, you know, we just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.